During the World War II, military flight instructors noticed a strange pattern. When pilots performed exceptionally well during a flight, the trainers would praise them. Surprisingly, these pilots would often perform worse on their next flight.
What the devil do
On
you
the
think
other
he's
hand,
doing?
when pilots performed poorly and were criticized, they usually improved the next time. At first glance, it seemed like praise was making pilots complacent, while criticism was motivating them. But was that really the case? Statisticians later explained this phenomenon as regression to the mean. Here's why. Flying an aircraft involves both skill and randomness, weather conditions, unexpected challenges, and even the pilot's mental state on a given day. When a pilot had an exceptional flight, it was partly due to their skill and partly due to favorable random factors. On the next flight, those random factors were less likely to align perfectly again, so their performance naturally regressed closer to their average. Similarly, when a pilot performed poorly, it was often due to unfavorable random factors, which weren't likely to occur again in the same way. This led to an improvement in their subsequent performance, even if no specific intervention occurred. Have you ever wondered why a star athlete has an off-season right after an amazing performance? Or why your favorite stock plunges after hitting an all-time high? These aren't just coincidences. They're examples of a fascinating statistical principle called regression to the mean. In today's video, we'll uncover what regression to the mean really is, explore its applications in sports, business, and everyday life, and explain why understanding it is essential for making better decisions. Let's dive in. Regression to the mean is a statistical concept describing how extreme events or performances tend to return to the average over time. Imagine flipping a coin. If someone manages to get an incredible streak of 10 heads in a row, the laws of probability don't suddenly change. The next flips aren't more likely to be tails just to balance things out. However, if you continue flipping long enough, you'll notice the overall ratio of heads to tails settling close to 50-50. This same principle applies to any situation where chance plays a role, meaning extraordinary results, whether exceptionally good or bad, often followed by more average results. Let's take cricket. If a batsman might score an amazing 200 runs in one match, it's unlikely he'll do that every time. His performance is influenced by their skill, but also by the other team, the pitch, and even luck. This is regression to the mean in action. In sports, a breakout season is often followed by a less impressive one. This doesn't mean the athlete suddenly got worse. It's simply that their exceptional performance was influenced by a mix of skill, luck, and other factors. Over time, their results align closer to their career averages. Think of Usain Bolt. After setting a world record, even a slightly slower time might seem like a failure. But it's just his performance returning to his average. In business, regression to the mean explains why companies that outperform the market one year often struggle the next. Outliers, both good and bad, tend to revert to industry norms. This is why investors are often cautioned against chasing hot stocks based solely on recent performance. Consider a cutting-edge tech company whose stock price soars after announcing breakthrough quarterly results. The following quarter, even if the company performs well, might not meet the market's inflated expectations, leading to what appears to be a decline but is actually a natural regression towards sustainable growth rates. This principle touches every aspect of our lives in surprisingly personal ways. If you've ever had an unexpectedly brilliant performance on a test, you might have noticed that your next score was closer to your usual average. Similarly, during tough times, the knowledge that things often improve naturally, not due to superstition or luck, but because of regression to the mean, can provide genuine comfort. Understanding regression to the mean is crucial to avoid common errors. We often think that a change after an extreme event was caused by something we did. This is why coaching staff may be praised after a slump ends, or why superstitions persist in sports and business. Recognizing regression to the mean helps us make better decisions, whether we're coaching a team, managing a portfolio, or setting realistic goals in life. To identify regression to the mean, look for situations where randomness or variability plays a role. Analyze whether the extreme result was due to skill, luck, or a combination of both. Use long-term averages to set expectations and reduce biases in judgment. Regression to the mean is more than just a statistical concept. It's a lens to understand life's ups and downs. By recognizing when it's at play, you can avoid misjudgments, improve decision-making, and see the world through a more rational lens. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more insights into how math and statistics shape our world. See you in the next episode.